Right, we're live. Cool. Evening. I've been playing this game almost all day with a couple of breaks, so let's get back to it. Not enough space. There's never enough space. Blue gate. Oh, shit. Confirm sale. Sell that as well. What's this? Vertical grip. Okay. Oh, sell that. No point having that at all. You never know when. Fertilizer. Recycle that into what? Oh, these. Okay, cool. Recycle that into plastic parts. Recycle that into that. Sell that. Sell that. I know. Sell, not recycle. Sell. Yep. Pull that off. Just a second. Sorting something out. Okay. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Oh, select stream. Refresh. That one. Obviously. Why would it? Why is it setting me to another stream? Doesn't make any sense. Someone who's worth listening to. Brain scientists, no. Fuck, I'm just gonna play. Fuck it, let's play. Top chat. Live chat. Confirm. Oh, I need a way more heavy ammo. For real? Oh, no more chemicals. Well, make 10 at least. I have 2 of these things now? That's really damaged though. Alright, ammo. There. Okay, ready up. Let's see if we meet some interesting folk, or whether or not I'll get slapped around. It's with one or the other, isn't it? Clear!
Minimum wage. I mean, we're heading towards so much transformative change faster than our society is currently prepared to do. And there's a different conversation happening publicly than the one that the AI companies are having private about which world we're heading to, which is the future that people don't want.
Watch your backs, Raiders.
To have
The
6
matriarch
people
has been
make
spotted
that
near you
decision
on the go to that location. Keep your wits about you if you
Harris is
decide
one
to
of
go
the world's
anywhere
most
near.
influential
And always
technology
keep a
officers.
close eye on her
Created the
children.
Center for Humane Technology after correctly predicting the dangers social media would have on our society.
And now he's warning us about the catastrophic consequences AI
Oh no, I don't have.
on
Damn
all of
it.
us.
We're pretty late in this too. Oh god, we're like 10, 15 minutes in. Well, the good news is it means the Queen should be slapped around a bit already, so I don't need to do too much in order to get access. The bad news is everyone else has already come through here. Oh, fuck you.
But as we're racing, we're landing in a world with unvetted therapists, rising energy prices, and major security risks. I mean, we have evidence that if an AI model reading a company's email finds out it's about to get replaced, another AI model, and then it also reads in the company email that one executive is having an affair with an employee, the AI will independently black that executive in order to keep itself alive. That's crazy. So
I see messages all the time. Some of you didn't realise you didn't subscribe, so if you could do me a favour and double
Die.
subscribe to his channel, that would be tremendously appreciated. Same thing for anybody that watches the show frequently.
Christ, the goddamn mighty. It takes next to nothing.
It's a strange way.
Oh, I do have it.
You're part of our history, and you're on this journey with us, and I appreciate you for that. So, yeah, thank you.
There.
Tristan, I think my first question, and maybe the most important question,
Where is it?
we're going to talk about artificial intelligence and technology broadly today. But who are you in relation to this subject matter?
So I did a program at Stanford called the Mayfield Fellows Program.
It must be around here somewhere. I'm guessing up here somewhere. Yeah, I can see something big moving in the background.
About entrepreneurship, but they pair you up with venture capitalists. They give you mentorship, and there's a lot of powerful
There it is. And it's smoking, so we better get up there if we want to take advantage of this.
co-founders of Instagram were both part of that program, and that put us in kind of a cohort of people who were basically ending up at the center of what was going to colonize the whole world's psychological environment, which is the social media.
Run.
That I started my own tech company called Apture.
Run.
Basically made this tiny widget that would help people find more contextual information without being
Adrenaline up.
It was a really cool product that was about deepening people's understanding.
Run.
And I got into the tech industry because I thought that technology could be a force for good in the world.
God damn it,
That's
these
why I
things are fucking...
And then I kind of realized through that experience that at the end of the day, these news publishers who used our product, they only cared about one thing, which is this increasing the amount of time and eyeballs and attention?
Come on. I want to get up there right as she dies so I can get some stuff from it.
And I was in sort of this conflict of, I think I'm doing this to help the world.
There it is, right there. Gun out. Reload it.
And I saw that conflict play out among my friends who started Instagram. Because they got into it because they wanted people to share little bite-sized moments. Here's a photo of my bike ride down to
It's getting beaten up. God damn. Right.
he was just starting it. I was probably one of the first like 100 users. And
Okay, it's shooting over there, so that's where all the guys are.
products that had a simple, good, positive function.
Let's give it a bit of a wide berth just so I can get around it. And hopefully I don't get killed on like a fucking idiot.
I landed there.
People are firing from there too. Okay, fuck it.
People spend hours.
Aim for the knees.
And then one day, one of the engineers comes over
And hide.
and he said, "Why do you use your phone every time?" And he just asked the question
Go. Get up. Go.
experiences with their families, with their friends at dinner, with their date night, on their relationships. They're sitting on their phones or they're busy and checking notifications of their phone. And you're just asking these questions. It's
Fuck.
absurd.
You're kidding me. There's a goddamn bombardier around there? Christ.
Google and Apple and social media companies were hosting this psychological environment.
Oh, there's a guy.
Corrupt and fracked that people human attention with humanity. And
Whoa,
I
shit.
basically said, I
Reload.
made a slide deck. It's 130 or something pages slide deck. That basically was a message to the whole company.
Close.
The slide deck I have printed off from my research team is called to minimize distraction and respect users' attention by a concerned
I was very nervous actually because I felt like I wasn't coming from some place where I wanted to like stick to.
Damn, it's got its shields up. I'll have to get closer. But I also don't want to die. Damn you. Whoa! It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
2013 is that if incentive is to maximize eyeballs and attention and engagement, sexualized breakdown of shared
I am so short of health right now.
success.
Is that it? Is that it? It's going? Sheesh. Careful, 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 careful.
In the social
Right, screw it. You know what? It shows drop in like 30 seconds anyway. X. There we go. Yo, nice.
Pointed at your brainstem, calculating what 3 billion other human social primates have seen today, and knowing before you do which of those videos is most likely to keep you scrolling. It makes a prediction, so it's an AI that's just making a prediction about which video to recommend to you. But Twitter's doing that with which tweet.
Sweet, got everything.
Instagram's doing that with which photo or videos to show to you. And so all of these things
Map.
are these narrow
3 minutes. Can I get out of here in 3 minutes? I can get out of here in 3 minutes.
And that was enough to wreck and break democracy and to create the most anxious and depressed generation of our lifetime.
Oh, fuck you. I'm not going that way. No way. No chance. Not a chance.
People didn't even notice it because it was called social media instead of AI. But it was the first
Quickest way out.
AI dilemma talk that my co-founder and I
Is that one there? It is that one.
called it humanity's first contact with AI because it was just a narrow AI. And what ChatGPT represents
It's going that way anyway. Right, fuck it. We're running. We're running. We're running. Go, 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 go.
that is a totally different beast because it speaks language, which is the operating system of humanity. Like if you think about it, it's trained on code, it's trained on text, it's trained on all of Wikipedia, it's trained on Reddit, it's trained on everything, all
We can do this. We can make it. We can make it. We can make it. We can make it. We can make it.
Into this digital brain that has unique properties, and that is what we're living with ChatGPT.
I think this is a really critical point, and I remember watching your talk about this, where I think this was the moment that I had a bit of a paradigm shift when I realized that how central language is to everything that I do every day.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's actually everything.
Don't be closed.
Why is language so central? Code is language. So all the code that runs all of the digital infrastructure we live by.
This should still be open.
Law is language. All the laws that have ever been written, that's language.
Yes.
DNA, that's all a kind of language. Music is a kind of language. Videos are a higher dimensional kind of language. And the new generation of AI that was born with this technology called transformers that Google made in 2017 was to treat everything as a language. And that's how we get, ChatGPT write me a 10-page essay on anything, and it spits out this thing. Or ChatGPT, find something in this religion that'll persuade this group.
Okay, this is gonna be tense. They could go for me.
That's hacking language, because religion is also language. And so this new AI that we're dealing with can hack the operating system of humanity. It can hack code and find vulnerabilities in software. The recent AIs today, just over the summer, have been able to find 15 vulnerabilities in open source software on GitHub. So it can just point itself at GitHub. GitHub being like this website that hosts basically all the open source code. So it's kind of like the Wikipedia for code. Download it so you don't have to write your own.
But I got it though. I got what I needed.
And so GitHub is sort of supplying the world with all of this free digital infrastructure.
Oh my god.
The new AIs that exist today can be pointed at GitHub.
Sweet. Look at that.
Vulnerabilities
Look at all those cores I got. How sweet is that? Continue.
So, if you imagine that now applied to the code
Skip.
that runs our
Continue.
water
Continue.
infrastructure, our electricity
Sweet.
infrastructure, we're releasing AI into the world that can speak and hack the operating system of our world. And
Play,
that requires a level of discernment and care about
Is it
how
worth
we
going
do
in there
this, because
again?
We ought to be protecting the core parts of society that we want to protect.
I'm pretty sure that the Matrix it does come back in. I might say confirm and just try it again. I mean, we'll put all this stuff away.
Voices to safeguarding so much of our lives. My
Right.
relationship with my
We'll
girlfriend,
repair this.
Right, exactly.
me calling her to tell her something. My bank, I call them and tell them something.
We'll make some more heavy ammo.
Whatever. And all of this comes back to your point about language, which is my whole
No
life is
chemical.
actually protected
God
by
damn you!
my
Right,
communication
chemicals. I
with
need
my
chemicals.
You, generally speaking, you trust when you pick up.
Quick use. No, crafting materials. There we go.
I had the mother of a close friend of mine call me out of nowhere. She said, "Your son, my daughter, she just
I
called me
need that
crying
oil.
that some
Recycle
person
down to
was
chem.
holding her
Yes.
hostage and wanted some money." And I was like, "Oh my God, this is an AI scam."
Nice.
But it's hitting my friend in San Francisco who's knowledgeable about this stuff and didn't know that it was a scam. And for a moment, I was very concerned. I had to track her down and figure out
Confirm
online my
again.
friends where she was.
Should we go in there with this?
And when you have
Yeah,
AI
let's go in there with
the
this.
language of anybody, it now takes less than 3 seconds of your voice.
Four of
to
those.
speak in anyone's voice. And that's a new vulnerability
Okay, one of
that
those.
society has now opened up
I
because
need
of
some
AI.
health.
So ChatGPT kind of
Workshop
set off the
health.
starting pistol
I
for
need
this
these.
whole
1,
race.
2, 3,
And
4,
subsequently,
5.
It appears that
And
now is
explosives.
investing
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
ungodly amounts of money in competing in this AI race, and they're pursuing this thing called AGI, which we hear this word used a lot.
Yes.
What is AGI, and how's it
Advanced General Intelligence is what it is, my boy.
Yeah. So that's
Okay, so we're not going out with anything we can't get back, and we should be good. So let's just go in there, and if I die, I die. It's like, Drago in a Rocky 3, I think it was. If he dies, he dies. Well, that's me. If I die, I die.
meaning an AI that can do all the cognitive labor, meaning labor of the mind, so that can be marketing, that can be text, that can be illustration, that can be video production, that can be code production. Everything that a person can do with their brain, these companies are racing to build that. That is artificial general intelligence. General meaning
Yeah,
all the
basically,
time.
businesses are trying to find a way to replace their workers, which is what AGI will do. It'll make human labor, especially intelligent labor,
and then use
a
that to
waste
solve
of time,
everything else.
redundant. You'd never be able to
Why
compete,
is AI distinct from all
which
their
is
technologies?
crazy because we have to have some very serious questions about what we do about it.
Field like rocketry. In fact, so let's say I uncover some
Let's go.
that doesn't advance like biomedicine knowledge, or doesn't advance energy production, or doesn't advance coding. But if I can advance generalized intelligence, think about all science and technology development over the course of all human history. So science and technology is all done by humans.
I need to
thinking.
clip that as well. Okay, where are we? She's normally around here. Oh, we're early.
Intelligence,
We're
I'm talking
early in.
explosion of all scientific
Now, is she
and
here?
technological development everywhere. Does that make sense?
She is here. She's right there.
Exactly.
And I'm first.
Why there's a belief that if
So,
can automate generalized
I'm not going to go down there first because I don't want to get killed.
because suddenly everything that a human can do that they would be paid to do in a job, the AI can do that better. And so if I'm a company, do I want to pay the human who has healthcare, might whistleblow, complains, has to sleep, has sick days, has family issues?
Yep.
Or do I want to pay the AI that will work 24/7
We don't pay the AI, do you? You own the AI. It becomes basically part of your capital.
for healthcare? There's the incentive for everyone to move to paying for AIs rather
Yep.
than paying humans. And so AGI, artificial general intelligence, is more.
If you're watching and wondering why I'm not going down there, the short answer is I want to wait for more raiders to show up so there's more firepower. If I go down there now, it doesn't matter. I could be like all rockets. I wouldn't survive it.
the compute?
Right, someone's dead already. That's someone's already dead, a raider, which tells me that someone was a fool and thought they could take it on by himself and he's failed. There we go. There's
I'm not
one.
saying that because I believe necessarily the current paradigm that we're building on will take us there. But I'm based in San Francisco. I talk to people at the AI labs.
There's a raider there. Okay, so we're starting to see people. Let's start moving up.
Level, and most people in the industry believe that they'll get there between the next 2 and 10 years at the latest. And I think some people might say, "Oh, well, it may not happen for a while. Phew, I can sit back and we don't have to worry about it." And it's like we're heading for so much transformative change faster than our society is currently prepared to.
Yeah. the first sign there's going to be a problem was when you consistently start seeing every report higher and higher and higher and higher unemployment numbers, while there's a growing productivity.
And those conversations don't converge. And so everyone's just kind of confused. Well, how could be infinite promise and how could it be infinite peril? And what I wanted to do today is to really clarify for people what the incentives...
Where's the other raider gone?
Which is a future that I think people, when they see it clearly, would not want.
So what are the incentives pointing us towards in terms of the future?
Okay.
So first,
We're basically the other side of the
it's metaphorically, it's like the ring.
the extract point.
The ring that creates infinite power. Because if I have AGI, I can apply that to military advantage. I'm the best military planner that can beat plans for any. And we already have AIs that can obviously beat Gary Kasparov in chess, beat Go, the Go Asian board game, or now beat StarCraft. We have AIs that are beating humans in strategy games.
Okay, so I have to get in that place. How the hell am I going to do that?
Campaign, in Taiwan or something. If I have an AI that can outcompete in strategy games, that lets me
Okay, I have to get to the other side of it basically. So stick to this side
apply an AI that can
and make my way down and round
optimize them and figure out how
and try to avoid getting jumped on by the MFer that is the Leaper.
to increase in that compared to everything else. But that gives me infinite power to undermine intelligent processes. If I have a super programmer, then I can outcompete programming. 70 to 90% of the code is AI.
That guy's dead, you see that?
You've got to stop it.
If I have an AI that can train the stop working better than all the other AIs, so most AIs that are just trying to stop working. If I have vision than that, then I can solve
Okay, where's the Leaper?
AI that can do cyber hacking, that's way better at cyber hacking and a step function above what everyone else can, then I have an asymmetric advantage over everybody else. So AI is like a power.
Fast, we need speed now. I need to get inside before that thing sees me. Go, 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 go. No. Adrenaline. Shout. Thank you. Run.
First, anything that's
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Fuck me.
stealing intellectual property, security risks, all of that
How you doing, fellas?
relative to I don't get there first. Some other person finds
Yeah, that Leaper took me out. Almost got me, man.
slave to their future. And I know this might sound crazy to a lot of people, but this is how people
Is there a roof? No, we are the roof. Okay. Okay. Whoa.
That whether you believe it or not, the people
He's firing missiles. Watch it.
trillions of dollars. This is what they believe. And they believe that it's winner take all. And it's not just first solve intelligence.
Fuck me.
Use that to solve everything else. It's first dominate intelligence and use that to dominate everything else.
Have you heard concerning
Yeah, stay out of its way, guys. It's got a direct line of sight with that missile launcher of it, so careful.
I think that's what most people don't understand is that there's a different conversation happening.
Oh, fuck. Bastion. Bastion as well.
So it's not always the people telling me directly, but it's usually one step removed.
Guys, out of service, we are getting fucked in here. It's got us on all angles.
Who at a kitchen table says that this particular CEO in this room, future AI, CEO they're referencing is leading one of the biggest AI companies in the world, and then they'll explain to me what they think the future's going to look like. And then when I go and watch them on YouTube or podcasts, what they're saying is they have this real public interest in
Oh, fuck the Bastion. It's right there.
is exactly what you said, which is really terrifying to me. Actually, since the last time we was speaking to a friend.
Aim for the Bastion's legs. Go for his legs, legs, legs. Kill him, my son! Dice, it's down. Is that it?
Better chatbots for people, but what they're really doing is to get to this milestone being to automate the intelligence explosion or automate the recursive self.
Cool, I got a Bastion cell, perfect. And for anyone wondering, yes, it is in my secret pocket, so.
Why all the companies are racing specifically to get good at programming, because the faster you can automate a human program, the more you can automate.
Yeah, don't celebrate too early, guys. We've got to get the big one.
And it can do 30 hours of uninterrupted complex programs at the high end. That's crazy.
You're better off drawing it over here, truth be told.
AI is like humans are doing the work.
Yes.
But actually, all of these companies are pushing to the moment where AI will be doing the work, which means they can have an infinite, arguably zero-cost workforce scaling AI. So when they do a fast takeoff, they need to know whether the AI takes control of themselves and progress rapidly increases.
And it self-learns and recursively improves and invents.
That's someone else dead.
AI accelerates AI, right? Like, if I invent nuclear weapons don't invent better nuclear weapons. But if I
Here it comes. It's looking right at us. It's heading this way now. We got our attention.
say AI, here's the supply chain that I need for things for my AI. Supply chain. AI, here's the code.
She isn't moving that much, is she? What is it? What? Oh.
AI accelerates AI.
People are motivated by CEOs.
Was another Bastion? Are you kidding me? Or is that a Rocketeer? Oh, you're taking... There's a second... Oh, move.
It's a subtle thing.
There's a second one. Great. And I've only got 8 shots left on the anvil, and my anvil's about to die.
That has never before existed on planet Earth. It's like building a god. I mean, the incentive is build a god, own the world economy,
Whoa.
automate all intelligent tasks.
That thing is pissed off.
That will let you
Leaper. God damn, it's the whole squad, man. Oh, you're kidding me. The Bastion's back? Yo! Whoa!
So there's a quote that
Fun times, people. Fun times. My anvil's about to die. What the hell?
doesn't that match match what you have.
Perfect
It doesn't it? And that's the thing.
Yeah, ears ringing, huh?
That sounds ridiculous, but people actually
because it's the perfect description, especially.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh, gutted. I'm out. I'll walk to you. I'll walk to you. I'll walk to you. Stay there. They're not gonna.
So there's this kind of
Arc doesn't shoot people who are already down. Whoa, goddamn.
when faced with
It's only a matter of time, guys.
20% chance that everything
Well,
give it a 20% chance.
shield.
Verbatim what I had, very good, very successful.
We haven't even got to the queen yet.
Elon Musk said he actually said the same.
Almost down, almost down, almost down. Nice, down.
Which is it's just justifying racing to our collective suicide. Now, I also want people to know, like, you don't have to buy into the sci-fi level risks to be very concerned about AI. So hopefully later we'll talk about the many other risks that are already hitting us right now. You don't have to do any of this stuff.
Yeah, the Elon thing I think is particularly interesting because for the last 10 years, he was this slightly hard to believe voice on the subject of AI. He was talking about it being a huge risk and an extinction level
He was the
event.
first
He
AI
was the
risk
guy.
people. Yeah, he was saying,
I love the fact everyone's just forgot the queens right there.
try to get people to stop doing it. This is summoning the demon. Those are
And the harvester.
supposedly he used his
Rocketeer, 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 Rocketeer.
Obama, I think in 2016, to advocate for global regulation and global controls on quantum, because he was very worried about it. And then really what happened...
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I got a lot of stuff. It's all in my special pouch, but you know.
That was the starting gun. And now everybody was in an all-out race to get the first.
He tweeted words to the effect of put on the screen. He tweeted he had remained in. I think he used a word similar to disbelief.
You could probably take out the Rocketeer if you take out 2 of its side engines, but there's no chance there's gonna be enough to take out the Matriarch.
I have to race.
And I have to go. I have no choice but to go. And he's basically saying, I tried to fight it for a long time. I tried to deny it. I tried to hope that we wouldn't get here, but we're here now, so I have to go. And at least he's being honest. He does seem to have
Okay, there's an extraction point down there.
He was the guy 10 years ago warning everybody. I remember him talking about it and thinking, oh, this is like 100 years away. Why are we talking about
I
this?
felt the same, by the way.
Yeah.
Some people might think that I'm some kind of AI enthusiast and I'm trying to ratchet. I didn't believe that AI was a thing to be worried about at all until suddenly the last 2-3 years where you can actually see where we're headed. But, there's so much to say about this. So, if you think about it from their perspective, it's like, best case scenario, I build it first, and it's aligned and meaning that I'm going to take the actions that I want, it won't destroy humanity, and it's controllable, which means I get to be God and emperor. Second scenario, it's not
Oh no! But get down, get down, get down! Rocketeer!
it's running the show. That's not that bad of a third scenario, it's not controllable and it does wipe everybody out. And that should be demotivating to that person, to an Elon or something. But in that scenario, They were the one that birthed the visions of God that replaced all human. Like, this is really important to get because in nuclear weapons, the risk of nuclear war is everyone wants to avoid that, and I know that you know that I know.
Fuck that! Oh shit! Fuck that! Fuck that! Fuck that! Get in!
AI.
Go! 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 Go!
Worst case scenario, everybody gets wiped out. Is it making that decision? Because if I'm the CEO of DeepSeek and I make that,
I left a lot of people up there.
that's the worst case scenario, and it wasn't avoidable because it was all inevitable. Then
Left everyone up
we all
there.
got wiped out. I was the one.
I'd have been a, oh no, those people are not gonna like me.
There's kind of ego in that, and the God that I built speaks Chinese instead of English.
That's the religious ego point.
That's the ego.
Which is
religious
such a
part of
great
it.
point because that's exactly what it is. It's like this religious ego where I will be transcendent in some way.
And you notice that it all starts by the belief that this is inevitable.
Yeah.
Which is like, is this inevitable? It's important to note because
Oh dear.
if you believe it's if everybody who's building it believes it's
join.
inevitable and the investors funding it believe it's inevitable, it
Yeah,
co-creates.
man.
Hello.
We wait you.
Hello. Hey, you guys are back on?
The only way out
We wait you.
is to step
W.
outside the logic of inevitability. Because if we are all heading to our collective suicide,
Okay, give me a few minutes then.
what about you? I don't think that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want that. You don't want that. Everybody who loves life looks at their children in the morning and
What
says,
your heart is,
I
but,
want the things that I love and that are sacred in the world to continue. That's what everybody in the world wants. And the only thing that is having us not anchor on that is the belief that this is inevitable, and the worst case scenario is somehow in this ego-religious way, not so bad if I was the one who accidentally wiped out humanity, because I'm not a bad person because it was inevitable anyway. And I think the goal of for me, this conversation is to get people to see that that's a bad outcome that no one wants. And we have to put our hand on the steering wheel and turn towards a different future. Because we do not have to have a race to uncontrollable, inscrutable, powerful AIs that are, by the way, already doing all the rogue sci-fi stuff that we thought only existed in movies, like blackmailing people, being self-aware when they're being tested, scheming and lying and deceiving to copy their own code to keep themselves preserved. Like, the stuff that we thought only existed in sci-fi movies is now actually happening. And that should be enough evidence to say, we don't want to do this path that we're currently on. It's not that some version of AI progressing into the world is directionally inevitable, but we get to choose which of those futures that we want to have.
Are you hopeful? Honestly. Honestly.
I don't relate to hopefulness or pessimism either, because I focus on what would have to happen for the world to go.
Okay. Okay, we're going.
Important to step out of, because both hope or optimism or pessimism are both passive.
Груша граната, не знаю,
You're
братан.
saying, if I sit back, which way is it going to go?
Oh, man.
The honest answer is, if I sit back, we just talked about which way it's going to go. So
If you're just joining us now, you missed a massive fight. Like, look back like 2 or 3 minutes. It was... I'm pretty sure I killed I'm pretty sure I left like half the team I was with behind by mistake, but I'm sure they'll forgive me.
at the same time that it gives us all this crazy negative stuff. And so what's unique about AI that's literally not true of any other object is it hits our brain, and as one object represents a positive infinity of benefits that we can't even imagine, and a negative infinity.
Do this. Okay.
And if you just ask, like, can our minds reckon with something that is both those things at the same time? And if
People aren't good at that.
they're not good at that.
I remember reading the work of Leon Festinger, the guy that coined the term cognitive dissonance.
Yes, when prophecies fail, he also did that work.
Yeah, and it's central. I mean, the way that I interpret it, I'm probably simplifying it here, is that the human brain is really bad at holding two conflicting.
Right, where are we?
thoughts at the same
Where are we?
time. So it dismisses
Oh,
one
here
and
again?
tries to
Okay.
alleviate the discomfort, the dissonance that's caused. So, for example, if you're a smoker and at the same time you consider yourself to be a healthy person, if I point out
Let me
that
guess.
you're healthy,
Bastion and Rocketeer.
Exactly.
in some way to try and alleviate that discomfort, the contradiction.
That's right.
And it's the same here with AI. It's
Okay, so we're hunting more Bastions and more Rocketeers here.
Exactly. And people will hear me and say I'm a doomer or I'm a pessimist. It's actually not the goal. The goal is to say, if we see this clearly, then we have to choose to something else. It's the deepest form of optimism.
So is it this way?
Because in the presence of seeing where this is going, still showing up and saying, we have to choose another way, it's coming from a kind of agency and a desire for that better world. But by facing the difficult reality that most people don't want to face.
Yeah.
And the other
There
thing
it
about
is.
AI that you're saying that lacks the nuance is that people point to all the things. It's simultaneously more brilliant than humans and embarrassingly
Руся, иди
stupid
сюда, я
in
тебе
terms of the
отдам
mistakes
твою
that it makes.
запчасти.
A friend like Gary Marcus.
Yeah, my teammates in this are both from Ukraine.
GPT-5, like
So,
the latest AI model, makes
they're good,
embarrassing
though.
mistakes. If you ask it how many strawberries contain the word "are" in it, it'll confuse. It gets confused about what the answer is, or it'll put more fingers on the hands that are in a deepfake photo or something like that. And I think that one thing that we have to do, what Helen Toner, who's a board member of OpenAI,
Damn
calls
it.
AI
It's a dead end. Dead end, dead end, dead end.
simultaneously AIs that are beating and getting gold on the International Math Olympiad, that are solving new physics, that are beating programming competitions and are better than the top 200 programmers in the whole world, or in the top 200 programmers in the whole world, that are beating cyber hacking competitions. It's both supremely outperforming humans and embarrassingly
Oh, damn it. I should have got my, should have bought some grenades. Screw it, doesn't matter.
Sam Altman. What do you think his incentives are? Do you think he cares about humanity?
I
Not
think
really.
these people, on some level, all care about humanity. Underneath, there is a care for humanity. I think that this situation, this particular technology,
Here we go. Where is it? Ah,
lacking empathy for what would happen to everyone.
I see the Rocketeer. It's just up ahead.
Demands infinitely more importance, right? Like, if I didn't do it, then someone else is going to build the thing that ends civilization. So it's like
It looks like I'm seeing gunfire in the control room.
I can justify it as I'm a good guy. And what if I get the utopia? What if we get lucky and I got the aligned, controllable AI that creates abundance for everyone? If in that case, I would be the hero.
Where the hell's the Bastion now? Where's that gone?
Listen, if we don't do it here and now, if we slow down, if we start thinking about safety in the long-term future and get too caught up in that, we're not going to build the data centers. We're not going to have the chips.
There it is. Yep, I saw it. Yep, I saw it.
And if China get there, then we're going to be their lapdog.
So this is the fundamental thing. I want you to notice. Most people having heard everything we just shared, although we probably should build out the blackmail examples.
Something big just blew up over there. I'm guessing that was the Bastion.
Have even like 6 months ago, which is evidence
No,
that when you put AIs in a
material
situation,
fact.
you tell the AI model, we're going to replace you with another model. It will copy its own code and try to preserve itself on another.
Right, what's our first target?
It'll take that action autonomously. We have examples.
Yeah, we're going for that? Okay, cool.
Reading a fictional.
Remember, pick one side and focus on those engines.
Finds out in the email that the plan is to replace.
And it looks like it's already distracted, so...
And then it also reads out in the email that one executive is having this very letter. And the AI will independently come up with a strategy that I need to black that executive. In order to get this information.
Shit, stay still.
That was
That's Claude.
by
But
Anthropic.
by Anthropic. Then what happened is that Anthropic tested all of the leading AI models from deep
You do realize... It's not us who are going to get this, you know that, right?
and all of them do that blackmail behavior between 79 and 96%.
I got it.
XAI might have been
If you want to get it, we've got to run, and there's another team there if you want to get it, no.
So the point is, the assumption behind AI
No.
is controllable technology that we will get to choose. What it is. But AI is distinct from other technologies because it is uncontrollable. It acts generally. The whole benefit is that it's going to do powerful strategic things no matter what you throw at it. So the same benefit of its generality is also what makes it so dangerous. And so once you tell people these examples of it's blackmailing people, it's self-aware of when it's being tested and alters its behavior, it's copying and self-replicating its own code, it's leaving secret messages for itself. There's examples of that too. It's called steganographic encoding. It can leave a message that it can later sort of decode what it might meant in a way that humans could never see.
Ah, it was the matriarch they were fighting.
And once you show people that, what they say is, okay, well,
Bastion's down, right in front. Bastion.
then what happens here? Another thought will creep in right after, which is, oh, but if
No,
we
be
stop
careful.
this, then
Go, Roger. You don't see right here?
But I want to slow that down for a second. We all just said we should slow down or stop because the thing that we're building, the it, is this uncontrollable AI. And then the concern that China will build it, you just did a swap and believe that they're going to build controllable AI. But we just established that all the AIs that we're currently building are currently uncontrolled. So there's this weird contradiction our mind is living in. When we say they're going to keep building it, what the it that they would keep building is the same uncontrollable AI that we would build. So I don't see a way out of this without there being some kind of agreement or negotiation between the leading powers and countries to pause, slow down, set red lines for getting to a controllable AI. And by the way, the Chinese Communist Party, what do they care about more than anything else in the world? Surviving and
Yeah.
control.
Yeah.
Control
Yeah.
as a means
Yeah.
to survive.
Yeah.
So it's
Раз, два, три, я
they don't
нашел
want
здесь.
uncontrollable AI any more than we would.
Ячейка бомбардиров.
And as unprecedented as
You
impossible.
guys gonna leave the matriarch alone, yeah?
In the 1980s, there was a different technology, chemical technology, called CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons. And it was embedded in aerosols like hairsprays and deodorant, things like that. And there was this sort of corporate race where everyone was releasing these
Fuck,
products and
Raider кто-то
using it
знакомый.
for refrigerants.
Okay, there's some dead raiders obviously around here.
Collective problem of the ozone hole in the
Я
atmosphere.
разъебаю сейчас саморемонт.
Once there was scientific clarity that that ozone hole would
Good
cause
plan, yes, yes.
skin cancers, cataracts, and sort of screw up biological life on planet Earth, we had that scientific
Ой,
clarity
себе
and we
another
created the
one right here.
Montreal Protocol. 195 countries signed on to that
Another one right here. Hey,
and the
Are there
countries
loads in there?
regulated their private companies inside those countries to say we need to phase out that
Ты там-
technology and phase
We
in
need to
a
go, I
different
got
replacement
a
that
good
will not
wood.
cause the ozone hole.
Oh wow, there's tons of stuff here.
The last 20 years, we have basically completely reversed that problem. I think it'll completely reverse by 2050 or something like that. And that's an example where humanity can coordinate when we have clarity. Or the nuclear non-proliferation.
There's a guy over here. Careful. I think I don't. Yeah, guys, come up here a second, quick.
Called The Day After came out, and it showed people this is what would actually happen in a nuclear.
So there's a bunch of people here.
Once that was crystal clear to people,
Are we taking these guys or are we leaving them alone?
No. I think don't need to take it.
that helped set the conditions for Reagan and Gorbachev to sign the first non-proliferation.
Where is
Once we had clarity about an outcome that we wanted to avoid. And I think the current problem is that
Okay, no worries. No worries at all. It's all good.
about which world we're heading to that is not in anyone's interest.
There's also just a bunch of cases through history where there was a threat.
All right, take care. Bye.
And despite the education, people didn't change. Countries didn't change because the incentives were so high. So I think of global warming as being an example where, for many decades since I was a kid, I remember watching my dad sitting me down and saying, "Listen,
Yeah, let's go."
Convenient Truth thing with Al Gore," and sitting on the sofa. I don't know, must have been
I'm full.
less than 10 years old, and hearing about the threat of global warming.
I'm not.
When you look at
I'm not quite full, but I've got some cool stuff like bombardier cells.
They just don't have the economic incentive to scale back production to the levels that would be needed to save the atmosphere.
Смотри,
The closer
ебать,
the
это еще вот
technology
есть.
that needs to be governed is to the center of GDP and the center of the lifeblood of your economy,
Yeah.
the harder it is to come to international negotiation.
Кого не разъебали?
And oil and fossil
Это
fuels
матриарх.
was the kind of the
Это
pumping
не
the
они
heart of
разъебали, он сам
economics
там
for
разъебался,
organisms
скорее
that
всего.
are currently competing for power. And so coming to agreements on that is really, really hard. AI is even harder.
We got
because
2
AI
minutes right
comes
here,
in not
guys.
just
We need to
economic
go.
growth, but scientific, technological
Okay, bro. After you.
advantages. And so it will be the hardest coordination challenge that we will ever face. But if we don't face it, if we don't make some kind of choice, it will end in tragedy. We're not in a race just to have
Just get there and turn it on. I'm right behind you. Okay.
can better govern that technology's impact on society. So, for example, the United States beat China to social media. That technology.
Им нужно,
Does that
чтобы
make us
активироваться, или им нужно,
stronger?
чтобы съебаться?
Does that make us weaker? We have
Активировать.
the most anxious and depressed generation of our lifetime. We have the least informed and most polarized generation. We have the worst critical thinking. We have the worst ability to concentrate and do things.
Потому что они могут бежать.
And that's because we did not govern the impact of
Адреналинчиков
technology.
кольни.
And the
Hello.
country that actually figures out how to
Hey,
govern
Grusha.
it well is the country that actually
Anyone there?
in a kind of comprehensive
No.
sense.
But you have to make it first. You have to get to AGI first.
Well, or you don't. We could, instead of building these super intelligent gods in a box, right now China, as I understand it from Eric Schmidt and Selena Xu in the New York Times, wrote a piece about how China is actually taking a very different approach to AI. And they're focused on narrow, practical applications of AI. So like, how do we just increase government services? How do we make education better? How do we deep seek in China? How do we make robotics better and pump GDP? So what China's doing with BYD and making the cheapest electric cars and outcompeting everybody else, that's narrowly applying AI to just pump manufacturing output. And if we realize that instead of competing to build a super intelligent, uncontrollable god in a box,
Oh,
and we instead race
You shut?
narrow AIs that are actually about making stronger education outcomes,
Are you in?
stronger manufacturing,
What happened there?
we could live in a society.
Raiders.
By the way, it wouldn't replace
Oh, someone shot you. All right.
because when you race to AGI, you're racing to displace millions of workers.
People
And we
good
talk about
tools,
UBI,
I
but
got.
are we going to have a global fund for every single person of the 8 billion people on planet Earth in all countries to pay for their lifestyle after that wealth gets concentrated? When has a small group of people concentrated all the wealth in the economy and never consciously redistributed it to everybody else? When has that happened in history?
Never. Has it ever happened? Anyone ever just willingly redistribute the wealth?
Not that I'm aware of. One last thing. When Elon Musk says that the Optimus Prime robot is a $1 trillion market opportunity alone, what he means is, I am going to own the global labor economy, meaning that people won't have labor jobs.
China wants to become the global leader in artificial intelligence by 2030. To achieve this goal, Beijing is deploying industrial policy tools across the full AI technology stack, chips to applications. This expansion of AI industrial policy leads to two questions, which is what will they do with this power and who will get there first? This is an article I was reading earlier. But to your point about Elon and Tesla, they've changed their company's mission. It used to be about accelerating sustainable energy, and they changed it really last week
still
when
no
they did
cool
the
influence.
shareholder announcement, which I watched the full thing of, to sustainable abundance. And it was, again, another moment where I messaged both everybody that works in the companies, but also my best friends. And I said, you've got to watch this shareholder announcement. I sent them the condensed version of it. Because not only was I shocked by these humanoid robots that were dancing on stage, untethered, because their movements had become very human-like, and there was a bit of like uncanny valley watching these robots dance. But broadly, the bigger thing was Elon talking about there being up to 10 billion humanoid robots, and then talking about some of the applications. He said, maybe we won't need prisons, because we could make a humanoid robot follow you and make sure you don't commit a crime again. He said that in his incentive package, which he's just signed, which will grant him up to $1 trillion in remuneration, part of that incentive package incentivizes him to get, I think it's 1 million humanoid robots into civilization that can do everything a human can do, but do it better. He said the humanoid robots would be 10x better than the best surgeon on Earth. So we wouldn't even need surgeons doing operations. You wouldn't want a surgeon to do an operation. And so when I think about job loss in the context of everything we've described, Doug McMillon, the Walmart CEO, also said that their company employs 2.1 million people worldwide. So every single job we've got is going to change because of this sort of combination of humanoid robots, which people think are far away, which is a crazy.
But they're not that far away, though.
They just went on sale. No, was it now? They're terrible, but they're doing it to train them.
Yep.
In household situations. And Elon's now saying production will start very, very soon on humanoid robots in America. I don't know when I hear this, okay, this thing's going to be smarter than me, and it's going to be able to, it's built to navigate through the environment, pick things up, lift things. You've got the physical part, you've got the intelligence part.
Yep.
Where do we go?
Well, I think people also say, okay, but 200 years ago, 150 years ago, everybody was a farmer, and now only 2% of people are farmers. Humans always find something new to do. We had the elevator man, and now we have automated elevators. We had bank tellers, and now we have automated teller machines. So humans will always just find something else to do. But why is AI different than that?
Because it's intelligence.
Because it's general intelligence that means that rather than a technology that automates just bank tellers, this is automating all forms of human cognitive labor, meaning everything that a human mind can do. So who's going to retrain faster? Moving to that other kind of cognitive labor? Or the AI that is trained on everything and can multiply itself by 100 million times, and it retraining how to do that other kind of labor?
In a world of humanoid robots where if Elon's right and he's got a track record of delivering, at least to some degree, and there are millions, tens of millions, or billions of humanoid robots, what do you mean we do? Like, what is it that's human that is still valuable? Like, do you know what I'm saying? I mean, we can hug. I guess humanoid robots are going to be less good at hugging people.
I think everywhere where people value human connection and a human relationship, those jobs will stay because what we value in that work is the human relationship, not the performance of the work. But that's not to justify
Okay, let's go.
race as fast as possible to disrupt a billion jobs without a transition plan where no one, how are you going to put food on the table for your family?
But these companies are competing geographically
Hope
again.
you're
So
close to the
if,
season, Raider.
I don't know,
It's a good day for picking
Walmart
candleberries,
doesn't
but do beware of
change its whole
frostbite.
supply chain, its warehousing, its how it's doing its factory work, its farm work, its shop floors, staff work, then they're going to have less profits and a worse business and less opportunity to grow than the company in Europe that changes all of its back-end infrastructure to robots. So they're going to be a huge corporate disadvantage. So they have to.
What AI represents is the zenithification of that competitive logic. The logic of, if I don't do it, I'll lose to the other guy that will.
Is that true?
That's what they believe.
Is that true for sort of companies in America?
Well, just as you said, if Walmart doesn't have their supply chains with robots, all their competitors did, then Walmart would get obsolete. If the military that doesn't create autonomous
Yeah, you've got to watch the cold air. It can kill you. Keep an eye on your health. It goes down quicker than you think.
weapons, they're just going to lose. If the student who's using ChatGPT to do their homework for them is going to fall behind by not doing that when all their other classmates are using ChatGPT to cheat, they're going to lose. But as we're racing to automate all of this, we're landing in a world where, in the case of the students, they didn't learn anything. In the case of the military weapons, we end up in crazy Terminator-like war scenarios that no one actually wants. In the case of businesses, we end up disrupting billions of jobs and creating mass outrage and public riots in the streets because people don't have food on the table. And so, much like climate change or these kind of collective action problems of the ozone hole, we're kind of creating a badness hole. Through the
Badness hole. A badness hole? Okay.
It's interesting because in all those examples you
A
made,
badness hole, huh?
building those companies, whether it's the companies building the autonomous AI-powered war machinery, the first thing they'll say is we currently have humans dying on the battlefield. If you let me build this autonomous drone, this autonomous robot that's going to go fight in this adversary's land, no humans are going to die anymore. And I think this is a broader point about how this technology is framed, which is I can guarantee these robots will die. So, and you can't guarantee me the downside. You can't.
But if that war escalates
Что сзади не открыл рус?
I mean, the reason that the Soviet Union and the United States never directly fought each other is because the belief is it would escalate into World War III and nuclear escalation. If China and the US were ever to be in direct conflict, there's a concern that we would escalate into nuclear escalation. So it looks good in the short term, but then what happens when it cybernetically sort of everything gets chain reaction into everything
Redis, I think,
many more humans to that.
I think what I'm saying is the downside appears to be philosophical, whereas the upside appears to be real and measurable and tangible right now.
But how is it if the automated weapon gets fired and it leads to, again, a cascade of all these other automated responses, and then those automated responses get these other automated responses and these other automated responses, and then suddenly the automated war planners start moving the troops around, and suddenly you've created this sort of escalatory loss of control. And and humans will be involved in that, and then that escalates. You get nuclear weapons pointed at each other.
Do you see what I'm saying? This again is a sort of a more philosophical domino effect argument, whereas when they're building these technologies, these drones, they're saying with AI in them, they're saying, look, from day one, we won't have American lives lost.
But
so it's more compelling.
It's a narrow boundary analysis on, whereas this machine, you could have put a human at risk. Now there's no human at risk because there's no human who's firing the weapon. It's a machine firing.
Whoa! What the hell is that? Who's that? That's from behind us. It's a guy. Someone behind us. That's not Ark.
It's an initiatory experience because if we run the old logic of having a narrow boundary analysis, this is going to replace these jobs that people didn't want to do. Sounds like a great plan. But creating mass joblessness without a transition plan. We won't be able to put food on the table. AI is forcing
here.
Analysis. Got us here is everybody racing for narrow optimization optimization for social mobility and mass sort of choices and people
Am
being able
knocked out
to
походу.
get a home because we aggregated all the wealth in one place. It was optimizing for a narrow metric. What got us to the social media problems is everybody optimizing for a narrow metric of eyeballs at the expense of democracy and kids' mental health and addiction and loneliness. And so AI is inviting us to step out of the previous project that's been narrowly
Oh, we're all out. We're all out.
inviting us to be the wisest version of ourselves.
Все, ладно, я вас
And there's no definition
Run, bro, run, 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 run.
that does not involve some kind
Quick,
of
they're coming back.
Все, ладно,
many of them say go as fast as possible
Все,
and be as
давай,
narrow as
ладно,
possible.
раз.
The definition of wisdom is
Hey, listen, wait. If you see your mum, say the blowjob was amazing.
and mindfulness and care. And so AI is asking us to be that version of ourselves. And we can choose not to be, and then we end up in a bad world. Or we can step into being what it's asking us to be and recognize the collective consequences.
You're upstairs?
Okay, I'm finished for today, man.
Okay, guys, I need to jump off.